Welcome to the part 2 of my testimony. If you're new here, I shared something last week. So there's a part 1 to this, how I was promoted during my first interview, how I got this job that I am in currently. And if you have not yet watched, at least I ask that you go back, because it will make much more sense as I continue with this story. So I have gotten a job at this time, and now I'm thinking about moving to Nairobi. It's scary, guys. It's scary because I have been living in Nyeri for the past 6 years, and rent in Nyeri is not as rent in Nairobi. Nairobi is a big city. I'm thinking about how to drive in Nairobi. I'm thinking about houses in Nairobi. I'm thinking about the rent, and water. I'm coming from a place where I don't have to worry about, I don't have to buy water, drinking water. I can drink water straight from the tap because it's Aberdeen's, it's Nyeri. So I had all those fears, and I thank God that for 1 week that I was in Nairobi here, my friend hosted me, and it was so much easier for me to commute from her home to my workplace. And I thought it could be so good for me to get a house around here, but nothing was forthcoming. And then there was a day I had gone to, I really did commute from Nyeri to Nairobi. If you watch my videos, that time that I was mainly from Nairobi to Nyeri because I was on leave and also transitioning now to this new workplace. So there's a time I had come on Sunday from Nyeri to Nairobi, and I was working, but then I did not know, true story, I did not know where I would spend the night at, because my friend who had been hosting me, something came up and she needed to attend to it, and it was not appropriate for me to be there. So I did not know how. And this girl, now I'm introducing another friend. I had asked her when I got a job, because she lives near my workplace. When she did get that job, when I got the job, I called her and asked her if she could host me. But then she told me that she was planning on moving because where she was living, it was quite expensive, and she was looking for a different place, to live in. And she asked me, how long are you willing to, how long do you want a place of accommodation? I didn't know, because I don't know how the process is looking for a house in Nairobi. So I remember when she asked me how much I was willing, because I really hesitated with the first question. So when she asked me how much I was willing, I just said a figure, guys. I just said a figure. But I did not know how. Of course, it's much more than what I was paying in Nyeri. Where? So it just happened that on this Sunday, I called her again. I remember texting her, I remember calling her, but she wasn't picking. She told me she was busy, she would respond back. So I responded. She asked me, you know what, Karen, I don't have to move. What we could do, remember you told me what you are willing to pay. Why don't you pay me and I can top up the rest? She doesn't even stay there. And I thought, what a great opportunity, what a great opportunity. Because I have visited her before. We've been friends for a long time. So I knew where she lived. I know that the environment is good, the houses are good. But of course, personally, I could not be at a place to afford that then. So I went and I was like, wow, I think this is a good opportunity. So what she told me that has stuck with me, she told me that, Karen, God hears you. Please pray for me on this issue because God hears you. And this is why. She told me that they traveled to Nairobi from the town they live in together with a partner by road trip. But it's because she needed something fixed. They needed something fixed. And they came all the way only for them to be disappointed. I was so humbled that God could use that route for me, because they came on that Sunday, and then the next day on a Monday morning they had to leave, and that was it. That was just it, and I believe that God goes ahead for us. God does things just for us. God can stop the whole world for you. I truly and honestly believe it. It's a good place. I did not know. Remember my fears when I just knew that I'm coming to Nairobi. Like, where would I start the process of house hunting? Where would, like, what to consider and stuff like that. There's no problem of water. It's an easier place to access my workplace. Like, it's just perfect. And it was just the best. And doing this with someone that you know, doing this with a friend, and that is what I believe, that God will go to great lengths for you. So I just want to encourage you that if you are at a place of waiting, if you've waited and God has told you, go, please go. It might look like you do not know what the future looks like. You don't have it all together. But that is our God, so that you can trust and depend on Him. I did not know that this is how it would end up, but look at it right now. I'm at a place where I can be able to go back to God and tell Him, you told me this, you instructed me this way. Did I fear? Yes. Did I have my reservations with all with the whole process? Of course, yes. But it gives me great courage, and it gives me great peace to know that I'm not doing this life alone, to know that I have God walking with me, and that will help me when I face challenges, either where I live or where I work, because I know it is God ordained. Like, I don't have to worry, because there are instances where I doubted. There are instances where I was like, did I hear correctly? But God each and every time has provided confirmation. Each and every time God has reassured me, and I know for sure that I'm in the right place. Let me tell you that even waiting for that release letter from my employer was something else, but I had no doubt. I had no doubt that God has prepared this for me. And I just want to encourage you. I don't know where you are at, but if you're hearing from God, just do. That is what He requires of us. Someone says that the greatest love language for God is obedience. Why don't you obey and see what is on the other side? On this side, on one side is fear, because you don't know. But on the other side of obedience, you do not know what you're holding yourself back. That's my encouragement to you. I don't know what your story is. Please feel free to share. Encourage someone on the comment section below. Someone might be encouraged by your story, just as you were encouraged by my story. And I hope to share more, be more vulnerable of how I see God at work in my life. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, see you.